Hi, I'm Tom. Welcome to the MFA all-in-one audio solution introduction. We asked ourselves a question. Why do all installed sound applications need the same building blocks, no matter what? You need a 19-inch source, you need a preamplifier, and you need a 19-inch amplifier, and you're left with a lot of hardware restrictions. What if we could provide one solution that would fit a lot of your small to medium-sized applications? This is how the MFA was born. It houses up to 5 multiple standalone devices just in one single solution. I hear you asking, housing 5 different devices in one single solution? Which device will this be? And how did those fry and chocolate eating Belgians from AUDAC do it? The product title of the device actually reveals it. But is it just a SourceCon audio source combined as an amplifier? No, it's a lot more than that. It's an audio source, an audio processor, an audio matrix, an amplifier, and even an automation system, where you have ease of control of all the separate functions in one single application, and this all housed in one single half 19-inch device. With this innovative new product, we are literally reinventing the complete audio solution. We see that there are already multifunctional devices on the market that combine 2 to 3 devices, but none that actually provide you with an all-in-one solution for a very wide range of fixed installed audio applications. With the MFA, this will now change. How this innovative product will be able to do this, we will show you in just a second. But first, it might be interesting to know how we designed the product. Instead of starting from a certain technology and building the product on known elements on the market, we listened. We listened very carefully to our partners and understood that there are needs that are not yet being fulfilled on the audio market at the moment. Some of the advantages we were really looking for in this new audio solution was the need to be able for our partners to realize more installations in less time. How would that benefit you in other ways as well? Well, if we could house more technology in one compact device than ever before, it would leave us with a chassis, a packaging that could be so compact for your installation that it would not only affect the cost impact of production, but actually of your entire project. But it would also reduce our ecological footprint. As well, it would result in an installation where installers do not need to return to the project, as for example, upgrades and updates can be done from a distance. Besides this, standardization is guaranteed, leaving complex connection diagrams a thing of the past. A future-proof solution is ensured thanks to the Dante compatibility, the interchangeable SourceCon technology, and the powerful DSP platform. You might notice I'm really excited about this product. It might be because of the fact that we've been working really hard and really long on it, but it might also be that the enthusiasm comes from the fact that our little friend has been able to take home already 2 of some of the biggest AV-related awards on such a short notice. He won the Best of Show at ISE in Amsterdam and the Best Newcomer at Infocom Connected in Orlando. We're all wondering from our end what other prizes he could have won if this pandemic we're currently living in hadn't thrown a spanner in the works at various trade shows. But I'm drifting off a bit. I'd like to introduce to you Chris, our product specialist, who will explain to you in detail what our MFA is really up to.
Tom, thank you for the nice introduction. My name is Chris, and I will guide you through the most innovative new features of the MFA series. The MFA 208 has 2 times 40 watt, while his bigger brother, the MFA 216, has 2 times 80 watt to his capacity. Beyond that, you can bridge your output as well, meaning you will have 80 watts or 160 watt for 70 or 100 volt applications at your disposal. While we are looking at the back of the device, you can see a 4-pin terminal block connection, allowing you to select between low impedance and a constant voltage. Since we know that there is nothing more frustrating for an installer to replace a product after just a few years, our R&D team has paid great attention in developing a sustainable solution that will last. Because we're so convinced of this durability, not only our new MFA, but all of our electronics receive a 3-year warranty. By developing the MFA in an extremely efficient Class D design and providing it with a smart standby function, which switches the MFA off when no signals are detected. This innovative device is very environmentally friendly and beneficial for anyone's energy bill. A sustainable product is characterized not only by its energy efficient design, but also by the technology that makes it future-proof. Its available SourceCon slot makes it possible to use the innovative product even as an audio source and configure it completely to your own preferences. SourceCon is a technology that we know from the XMP44 and has been developed to plug and play a very wide range of compatible SourceCon modules. Due to the automatic recognition, you literally slide in a desired module without using additional internal wiring, and your device is ready to function as a media player. With the exchangeable technology, our platform is in constant evolution, allowing our users to follow the latest developments. This is once again proved by one of our most recent collaborations with Spotify and Soundtrack Your Brand, which resulted in our NMP40 streaming module. Now, let's have again a detailed look at the back of the device. The SourceCon slot is not the only input option offered by the MFA. A balanced microphone input can be used to connect both a microphone as a line-level audio source. Just alongside the balanced microphone input, we can find the priority switch and the phantom power switch. The first switch will eliminate other connected audio sources once a signal is present on this input. When priority is enabled, this input has overall priority over all other inputs and also overrides the priority mute. Additionally, you can make any input get the right priority via your front control or AUDAC touch. The phantom switch enables 15 volts phantom power supply for powering condenser microphones. Just below the 3-pin terminal block connection of the microphone, an unbalanced stereo line input through RCA connectors can be used for connecting, for example, media players, radio tuners, and so on. This last input option can be found on the front of the device, which is an unbalanced 3.5mm stereo jack input. This input is reserved for connecting any portable device such as a laptop, smartphone, or tablet. Please pay attention, this input is combined with the line input at the back of the device, meaning the rear input is disabled when the front input is in use. The gain control potentiometers we just saw at the back of the device affect both the sensitivity of the line input on the rear as on the front. When switching between front and rear input, it is recommended to configure both connected audio sources with equal output levels to allow easy switching without adjusting the rear input gain. By showing the internal configuration, we can see how the inputs can be selected and how the front line in and the rear line in are connected. MFA comes equipped with a front panel featuring a scroll push control and channel selection button. A clear and user-friendly interface can be seen on the 2.8 graphical LCD display. Controlling the MFA is thus easy directly on the device. We're also glad to tell you that the MWX45 wall panel controller is compatible with the MFA as well. Yet, still the most user-friendly control option remains AUDAC Touch 2, our freely available application. This out-of-your-pocket, fully customizable application not only allows you to configure the MFA to your own needs, but also allows you to control your entire system in a very user-friendly interface. By connecting your smartphone or application to the same network as your devices, the automatic device discovery function will recognize your devices in seconds. This will enable you to control your sources, volume selection, basic third-party equipment, and many more from one single dashboard, resulting in one package solution where you don't need any automation system to have full controllability from one single dashboard. AUDAC Touch 2 is freely available on most commonly used platforms, allowing you to configure your application from any portable or non-portable device on any location and at any time. The line-out connection at the back of the device is making the device even more versatile. This line-out can be used as a preamp output, where the input and volume are the same as the internal amplifier, or as a separate secondary stereo zone output, where input and volume control can be configured through the front panel, TCP/IP, or AUDAC Touch 2. To make this a bit more concrete, we have included this innovative feature in an example. For this application, we use the clothing store. As usual, the store is physically divided between the men's and women's section. This time we choose for installing the MFA 216 side by side with the COM108 public address amplifier in a 19-inch rack. By connecting the stereo line out of the MFA with the line in of the COM108, and by using the balanced microphone input of the MFA as an extra line level input, we were able to create an independent two-zone stereo system. So in this application we installed an NMP40 audio streaming module in the MFA 216, which allows the owners to use Soundtrack Your brand to play licensed music tailored to their visitors. To expand the amount of sources available in this installation, we have added an XMP44 with a DMP40 module, which is connected to the balanced microphone input. As a result, both zones and inputs can be operated completely independently of each other. If two zones are not enough for your application, the MFA even allows you to create a multi-zone decentralized system thanks to the compatibility with Dante. When installed the optional ANI44 Dante audio network interface, you can create a decentralized multi-zone system. You can even play priority messages with near zero latency of 100 milliseconds to the audience. Music from the installed SourceCon module or connected line input signal can be shared throughout your Dante audio network to other compatible devices or amplifiers, and the input of each separate zone can individually be selectable to your liking. In the following example, we see a corporate environment with three different zones: the entrance hall, the warehouse area, and lastly, the offices. All zones are decentralized, amplified by different devices. In addition, they are all equipped with Dante modules, enabling the signal to be transmitted digitally via the network. In the entrance hall, an AMP203 Dante mini stereo amplifier is sufficient to give visitors a warm welcome with appropriate background music. In the warehouse area, a little more power is obviously needed to cover the larger area. Here we have chosen the SMQ350 Wave Dynamics quad-channel power amplifier. Finally, both an AMP203 and the MFA208 have been chosen in the office space. Thanks to the TouchLink technology, which will be compatible with the MFA Series October 2020, we can merge both devices into one zone, creating consistency in these different areas. The MFA can then be equipped with a SourceCon module of their choice, such as, for example, the DMP40, DAB, DAB+, and FM tuner. A MWX45 wall panel installed in the office space ensures that the installation can manually be operated aside from using the AUDAC Touch app. The installation can easily be expanded with additional input sources by using the stereo line input or the 3.5mm jack input. As we explained earlier, due to the Dante compatibility in this example, all inputs can be shared over network, meaning the entrance hall and the warehouse area will receive its input from this XMP44. This installation shows the possibilities with the MFA in a medium-sized environment. And if there are expansion plans in the future, it would be a piece of cake to expand the audio system as well. A priority mute contact on the back of the device mutes the music at the presence of a contact closure between both terminals. Priority enabled on mic in overrides the muting, allowing emergency announcements or voice messages. The MFA series are both RS232, RS485 and TCP/IP controllable, allowing implementation with home and industrial automation systems and peripheral devices. This allows us to integrate numerous ARUs for triggering relays through external devices such as lights, screens, and many more. As you know, Wave Dynamics is AUDAC's audio control and processing technology, implemented in our amplifiers. Thanks to the powerful DSP processor that is built in, it can deliver effortless control over the most advanced acoustic configurations. Limiter, digital audio filters, 7-band EQ, delay, lockable, speaker protection, speaker presets, energy efficiency. The operation and configuration of Wave Dynamics can be done in multiple ways. The most obvious way is by using the front panel controls. Of course, you can also use the Wave Dynamics configurator that you will find in the AUDAC System Manager. If several persons physically have access to the device, there is of course always a risk of someone tampering with the settings, which can lead to disruptions. To avoid this, we have made sure that the device can be locked on a user level. When locked, the device is password protected and users can only change input and volume of the system. All other functions are not accessible. When unlocked by entering a password, the user has access to the entire device with all its settings. Let's talk about mounting. We have already learned that the MFA is packed in a half 19-inch compact enclosure. This gives us a lot of flexibility in the way we want to install the MFA. We can make use of the MBS 310 rack mounting set to safely and effectively mount a half rack space device into a 19-inch or half 19-inch racks. The MBS 310 gives us several rack mounting possibilities. One half rack space device into a 19-inch rack, 2 half rack space devices into a 19-inch rack, 1 half rack space device into a half 19-inch rack. But that's not all. The slick design of the MFA allows the MFA to be installed as tabletop standing device or even underneath a desk or counter. As you all know, software updates for hardware are extremely important for several reasons. They include new or enhanced features or better compatibility with devices or applications, and they improve the stability of the software and remove outdated features. All of our updates are aimed at making the user experience better. And while carrying out updates can be annoying, they will improve the product's lifecycle and ensure that the client gets the most from our technology. Updating the device can easily be done using the USB slot in front of the device. Additionally, you can also update the MFA using the AUDAC System Manager, as everyone is already accustomed to. But that's not all. In our eternal search for ways to increase installer convenience, we've introduced a new feature, where the MFA can be updated by the end user. When the MFA is connected to the internet, future updates are automatically pushed to the device. The end user will be notified of this through the display of the MFA, after which the update can easily be performed. This will save the installer the trip to the installation to perform crucial updates. I would like to thank you for your attention. If there are any questions related to the MFA, don't hesitate to ask them.